Hello, my name is David Schmus. I'm currently the Outreach Director for Christian Educators Association International. Prior to that, I have a seminary background. I taught biblical worldview at Biola University, and I have 15 years experience as a social science teacher at a high school. I taught mostly AP US history, government, world history, and some regular US history as well. Also, one year they made me teach English, so that was kind of exciting. What excites and motivates me about being involved in K through 12 schools is I believe K through 12 schools are the most strategic mission field in our nation. When you think about the fact that 90% of American children go to public schools, and you realize there's been a loss of salt and light out of the schools in recent decades, that makes, I believe, Christian public school teachers the most significant missionaries in our country today. Some areas of background that I think might be helpful to you that I've experienced. One is I tried to integrate the biblical worldview into everything I did. So whether that was journal topics, whether that was Socratic questioning or various kinds of lesson plans, I tried to base everything on the biblical worldview. Of course, I didn't call it that. I didn't cite chapter and verse, but that was undergirding all of my teaching. Another area of experience I might be able to encourage you with is I advised a Christian club for 15 years and did a lot of campus ministry, working with churches and parachurch organizations to do that. Related to that, I developed a good understanding of the law. In fact, now teach legal freedoms workshops through Christian Educators Association, so I can answer legal questions as well. And finally, I feel like I developed a good sense of how to connect with kids and develop those relationships in order to impart to them the heart of the Father. And so if you are looking to break in and to break through with your kids and your students on your campus, I want to encourage you and pray for you in that regard. I look forward to being a mentor to Christian educators because I believe in the power of community. You know, when we walk out our calling on our public school campuses, it's really easy to get isolated and be alone. My founding pastor at my church had a saying. He said, "You know what? Faith is spelled R-I-S-K. And when we step out in faith and take risks on our campus, God will do amazing things. But the problem is, it's really hard to do that when we're alone. When we come together, there's a multiplying effect that happens where we pray for one another, encourage one another, tell each other stories and testimonies of what God has done, and that rises up within us the courage to take those risks that God is calling us to take. So I'm excited to develop that kind of community with you in a mentoring relationship.